This is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle, and I am Toya. I was looking over some questions that I need to answer for an interview. And it's talking about like dealing with people and risky behavior and whatnot. And it came to my remembrance of a time when I was dealing with this guy. And we had gone out, we had gotten a room, what have you. And he is a heavy drinker, trying to get me to drink and whatnot. I don't know what caused it at the time. I didn't know what was going on. Why was he getting riled up or what have you. But it led to us being in a physical altercation. And I don't remember anything we talked about. I don't remember what actually, if he was choking me. I don't remember that. Of course, as I said before, people have been doing things to take my memory. Anyway, I remember us tussling. I remember him kept looking over at a beer bottle. And I'm thinking in my head, he's going to try to get this beer bottle to break it in order to hurt me with it. So I did everything in my might to hold him away from getting to that bottle. By the grace of God, my ancestors, whoever else was in that room that day, that bottle still sat on that table. And he left that room. And I had to get a cab home. I remember going home and my mother looking shocked. I've learned over the years that that man was paid to do that. And that the reason my mother was shocked because she knew what was happening or what was supposed to happen. All of that is a long story. But there have been different occasions where people have been placed in my life to do that. Even my ex, he was placed in my life. I do believe from the very beginning. I'm not gonna place doubt on that. He knew who I was before even coming in contact with me. And he was placed in my life to get rid of me. His, though, was about poisoning. Also to, get you to dim your light, question yourself, your intuition. What else is he doing? Breadcrumbing. Things of that nature. Gaslighting, That was his role. I'm trying to think of who else. I can't say that everyone that was in my life was paid to do so. But I will say that how do I explain this? Because I don't want it to seem like I'm placing blame on others. But there were things done to make me appear. Things that were said about me, that I was a whore, that, you know, that's how I make money, to make me seem like I'm out there. So those are kind of the people that were attracted to me because of the things that they heard. Or what was placed over me to make it seem as if that was the type of person that I was. So that's all that I attracted. And again, I'm not trying to say everything was them because I was in a karmic space, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know anything different. That's what I was around, what have you. But yeah, this time though, it's gonna be real. I mean, like moths to a flame, you're gonna have those that try to come in and still do the same thing because people that have a light about them, you're gonna attract darkness. That's just what it is. It comes with the territory. But I am holding out for the right one. Apparently he already knows me. I mean, we've seen each other, but in my thought, it was never going to be something like that. Anyway, quite interesting. The life I've had. Quite interesting. I don't regret anything because all of those things led me to be who I am right now. Led me to have the things that I have now. Led me to be able to have the skills that I have, the gifts that I have. All of those things, even though they didn't feel good, was important for my life at this time. And for that, I am grateful. Because my spiritual team did not allow me to go out like that. Didn't. They did not. Very grateful. Very grateful. Hi, Papa. Hi, baby. What's up, handsome? I love you too. What you want? You want to sit by Grandma? Mm-hmm. You want some rubs? I want to do that. I just want to be able to go to my partner They just automatically know that I'm gonna need a hug or a kiss on the forehead or them to tell me something that it's gonna be all right or what have you. It just automatically knows what it is that I need, even when I don't know what I need. And I want to do the same. Because my papa know that he gonna get some rubs on him, Grandma. He know, yes. Oh, Stinger, I love you too. The way he lay his head on me is just so sweet. I'm so grateful for him. He's not my dog, he's my grandpup. But I'm learning a lot. Just walking him, spending time with him. He's teaching me. And I'm grateful for that as well. Anyway. You know, coming to the realization that all of these men that were in my life were paid to be there or, spiritually manipulated to be there. I thought that I would feel a different kind of way. But I can't say what it is that I'm feeling right now. In a way, I'm kind of relieved. Because I know that wasn't all just me. As I said, well, I can't say it's not just me. Because I let things happen to me in the past, in my karmic era, I should say. The ones that I did choose. Because, I was kind of shy and whatnot. So the ones that were able to get through that shyness, I just allowed to be in my life. Not gonna do that shit again. I must say though, I am grateful for the product that came from some of those relationships. I have 5 beautiful children. They all have their own personalities. They all have their own set of skills, talents. And I'm very proud of them. They made their own decisions to do what they did, for that in their lives, to give back to society. And none of them did anything that was led them into prison. I mean, kids did their stuff, as we know. There were authorities called in some situations, but nothing that grieved my heart to the point where I would have to, you know what I mean? I don't want to say certain things. I am thankful and grateful for under the protection that was around myself and my children, even from the things we couldn't even see or even think that was happening or could have happened, that they saved us from. I couldn't even imagine. Because I know for myself, I've been in places that were quite unsavory. But my spirit team allowed me to get up and get out. Not saying anything to anyone, just left. Just left. What just popped into my head was a time I was in high school and I skipped school and I was at somebody's house. Now, if these men actually did that or these boys actually did that, I don't know. But you can imagine what I'm putting out there is one female and a lot of guys. It wasn't a lot, but it was more than one. But I remember leaving and going home. I don't even remember how I got home. But I'm seeing just pieces of that. And these guys were even people that I would hang around. Because I didn't really hang around people in school. I just remember them being taller than me. I'm trying to think what made me go. Someone said they was gonna give me a ride home. Then we gotta make this stop right quick. Thinking that's what was happening. Because me being the scary person I was, I'm trying to figure out how I would even get to that point. I'm not gonna think about that too much. Not while I'm in here talking. I'll do that in my shadow work. What I'm thinking though, I keep, while I'm sitting here talking, thinking about one of the guys was someone who I was recently talking to, one classmates. And I couldn't remember where I knew that person from. Because I don't remember a lot of things from my childhood, teenage years. As I said, many things were done to me to make me forget. And I remember saying that to him, where do I know you from? And he kind of doing the gaslighting thing. You don't know where you know me from, something to that effect. Anyway, Hmm. I'm grateful because I'm remembering. And you know what happens when you remember? Not you. I'm talking about the ones that's in the back. You know what happens when I remember. Hmm. Well, I'm gonna do some meditation right now. So, I am Toya. I win. And this is the Blue Lighthouse Mantle. I love you all. I'll talk to you later.